Hello, I'm Norma Roos, and this is for you. Here we go. A Bible story, The Miracles of Jesus. Written by Larry Carney, illustrated by Enrique Vignolo. Gentle Jesus came to earth to give the gift of greatest worth. He purifies and makes us new. Yes, Jesus is our Savior true. And many miracles did he perform on land and on the sea. He made the wild waters still and even healed the very ill. In Simon's boat did Jesus stand and preach to those who lined the land to hear the hope of Jesus' words. 'Twas then a miracle occurred. Jesus said, "Row farther out and cast your fishing nets about." Simon said, "It's all for naught, for last night not a fish I caught." But he did as Jesus asked, and soon as all his nets were cast, they filled with fish of every kind, more than he thought he'd ever find. Simon humbly bowed his head as Jesus with a smile said, "Come, and from now on, my friend, you'll fish for the souls of men." On the mount did Jesus preach, a multitude his words did reach. And as he left upon his way, a grieving leopard begged him stay. The sick man said, "I beg of thee, if you so want, you can heal me. I do want to be clean," Christ said, and gently touched the leopard's head. The man was healed, his health restored, all by the mercies of the Lord. Such wondrous things does Jesus do, because he loves us through and through. While sailing upon Galilee, across a wide and stormy sea, in the boat while Jesus slept, his shuddering disciples wept. So roughly was their boat tossed round. They feared that they would soon be drowned. They wakened Jesus crying, "Please save us from these violent seas." "O ye of little faith," Christ said. He stood and both his arms he spread. "Be calm," he said, and stilled the seas. The disciples fell upon their knees. They rubbed their eyes and scratched their jaws and stared at Jesus, filled with awe. They asked aloud, "What kind of man who ever even winds and waves commands?" Christ's miracles had gained such fame that once 5,000 people came to see the man that they had heard preach the truth of God's own word. Disciple Philip, Jesus said, "Where can we purchase enough bread to feed them, each and every one?" Philip said, "It can't be done." Disciple Andrew shook his head. "We've 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread." That's not enough to feed all of them. Jesus smiled at both the men. Have all 5,000 sit around in groups of 50 on the ground. Each person here will be well fed. Then Christ gave thanks and broke the bread. Giving thanks, saying a blessing, is the seed of to multiply and increase for abundance. Then passed to his disciples food to serve the hungry multitude, 2 fish, 5 loaves, and Jesus' will, and all 5,000 ate their fill. Out to the sea the disciples went to reach Capernaum, their intent. But then there came a windy squall that made it hard to row at all. Their boat was dashed and rocked about. They rowed and bailed the water out. 'Twas in the darkness they did see a figure walking on the sea. Atop the waters, the waves, the figure neared, and made them tremble so with fear. Be not afraid, 'tis I, Christ said, as on the water he did tread. Into the boat they welcomed him, the Son of God, born without sin. This miracle and still one more, in an instant they reached the shore. These miracles and others too did Jesus Christ our Savior do, and now forever he lives on with promise of eternal dawn. Our Savior Christ was heaven sent. He came with love he went. Here's a humble little prayer to thank the Lord for being there. Dear Lord above, I trust in you who gave me life to see me through my every trouble, strife, and fear. My worries fade, for you are near. In my heart and by my side, you lift me up when fails my stride. In you I trust, to you I pray, and you I thank for every day. The end. I'm Norma Roos. Please watch all of my stories. More to come. Tell all of your friends about me. Bye-bye.